What's up guys? So today I'm going to be showing you how I got this look using my BH Cosmetic Festival palette, doing more of an everyday wearable look. So if you're interested in how I got this look, we're going to jump right into it. So what I want to try and do today is do a more everyday wearable look out of the BH Cosmetic Festival palette. So I'm going to take my NYX white eyeshadow base and I'm going to prime my eyes. So far using this palette, I've just done really bright looks that most people won't wear on a daily basis. So I want to try and do a wearable look so you can see just how much bang for your buck you could get out of this palette. If you're someone like me, you will wear bright, crazy eyeshadow any day of the week just because you feel like it, and a more neutral everyday look is just not something I go for very often. But I'm going to use a mix of my BH Cosmetic Festival palette and a palette from BoxyCharm, Pure Cosmetics, just because I want this shade as a transition shade. Because the Festival palette doesn't have a very good transition shade unless you want something super orange or over the top pink. I'm just going to take this and gently fluff it into the crease. And you could take any color you like as your transition color for this. Well, I guess little Miss Pippin decided to join me today. Alright, get that lightly put into the crease. So now I'm going to go into Festival palette and I'm going to grab a mix of Escape and Hippie to make more of an orangish brown shade. And I'm going to put that into the crease just a little lower and depositing more color than the transition shade. And I'm going to go back with an empty brush just to blend everything out so I'm not being too specific on this. I just want to get that really great color all over. Right, I'm going to go back into that transition shade just a little bit to lighten up the edges just a touch. Just lightly dusting this on the outer edges just to soften them up. Cleaning off the excess powder from that brush. There we go. All right, next I'm gonna take, it's an Ulta brush, just a flat brush. I love using it on my outer V. And I'm gonna go into the shade Hipster just to darken up the outer V a little bit. And I'm just lightly tapping this around the outer V so I don't deposit too much of the color in any one spot. Just so it's nice and lightly on there. Because that mix of Escape and Hippie is a fairly dark shade anyway, so I don't want my outer V to be too dark, so I'm not going for anything super smoky. Really blending those in together. All right, I'm gonna pick up just a little bit more. Just make the colors even on both sides. All right, and then next you could go in with the shade Candy because it is more of a matte, just light satiny shade. I want something more shimmery because even for an everyday look, I prefer shimmer. I think so for today, I'm gonna go in with the shade Solstice. It's a really pretty, incredibly metallic, like rosy gold pink color. And I'm just gonna pack this all over the lid using my finger. Lightly blend that into the dark brown shade a little bit. I might go over this with a brush with some setting spray just to really intensify the color. But it is showing up really nice just using my finger. Yeah, I'm gonna take a flat packer brush, get some of the color on there, and then I'm going to spray it with a little setting spray just so I can really amplify the shade. Alright, pack this on top. Do the same on the other eye, and I'm just doing more of tapping, packing the shade on instead of just sweeping it on. I can get the most color payoff. There we go. All right. What you doing, Miss Pip? Hey, baby girl. Right, and I'm gonna go back into my crease brush and just grab a little more of that first shade I went into in the Pure Cosmetics palette and just blend that back into my crease just to soften everything up a little bit. All right. Next, I'm gonna put a lid back on that. Do my eyeliner with my Physicians Formula eyeliner really quick. Ooh, apparently I'm doing big wings today. Well, that wing went a little out of control. It's actually quite pretty. Let's try to make the other side match. Those almost match. I'm just going to clean up the edge of this one a little bit. It went a little wonky. Take a makeup wipe and wipe that away a little bit. Maybe. side a little bit. All right. There we go. That is my eye look today. All right, so I'm gonna take my Revlon Photoready primer, prime my face. And instead of using my normal foundation today, I'm trying a new to me, Neutrogena Skin Clearing Complexion Perfect. I think it's kind of like a BB cream with, ooh, maybe, there we go, with salicylic acid. Because I'm not going and doing anything exciting today, so I didn't want to do full foundation. I just wanted a little coverage. I figured I would try this, and I'm just going to take my EcoTools sponge and try blending this on. Hopefully it's an okay shade match because it is just drugstore. But I think it's supposed to be more of a sheer coverage. Forgot. I'm going to take my NYX color corrector and just color correct some spots to give this BB cream the best chance of actually working on my skin. I'm going to cover up my dark circles. It's finals week, so who sleeps? No one sleeps during finals week. It's not a thing that happens. Lightly stipple this on. I think it's not a bad color match. I'm hoping, because this is an acne treatment BB cream, it won't break me out. That would be awesome. I got it in the shade Fair, which is their lightest shade. I'm almost always lightest shade of anything at the drugstore. Alright, that sponge might be almost too wet. Don't think I have another sponge over here with me. I might try just blending this on with my fingers after doing my forehead and see if I can get a little better coverage. But it is just supposed to be a really light sheer coverage. I like full coverage. Even a BB cream, I want it to cover up everything. Alright, I'm gonna try just doing a little more with just my fingers. Nope, better with a sponge. Definitely better with a sponge. I'm just gonna stamp the rest of that everywhere. Fingers, it was just going really streaky and patchy, so don't use fingers. Sponge or brush. Let's get that hair out. There we go. There we go. I think I've got it as even as it is gonna get. I'm just gonna take a little concealer and spot conceal any areas I think need a little more coverage. My Catrice Camouflage. I can't seem to get my products to be actually showing today. I just keep showing you guys the back of the tube, or it's completely blurry. It's early. It's really early for me to be sitting down and filming. There goes my sponge. There we go. Alright. Covering that up. Don't think this BB cream is really liking having concealer on top of it. It's not blending out the easiest. Ooh, and it definitely has made me very, very shiny, so we're definitely powdering all over the face. I look very glowy right now. I'm not a fan of looking glowy. Take my Covergirl Clean Matte powder. I'm just gonna stipple this on so I can keep as much the coverage from the powder as I can. I don't know if my skin is dry or if this BB cream is just sitting really weird on my forehead. Don't know if you guys can really see that. It looks like I've got like a giant dry patch, but I'm pretty sure my skin isn't dry today. But whatever. There we go. Got everything all set with powder, so I'm gonna grab a little bronzer if I can find my bronzing brush. A little of my butter bronzer. I'll lightly warm my face up a little bit. And this might just be a BB cream that will sit better on my skin after I put some setting spray on, just to melt everything together. There we go. Nice and lightly bronzed. I'm gonna grab my Too Faced Sweetheart blush in Candy Glow. Add a little bit of blush. And then I'm just gonna go back into my powder with a giant fluffy brush just to lighten everything up just a little bit. Make it all blend really well. All right. Then I'm gonna use my Too Faced Hangover 3-in-1 setting spray. Still not a huge fan of the smell of this stuff, but I think it works really well and prevents me from getting shiny throughout the day at all. But it is very, very strange artificial coconut smell, which I'm not a huge fan of, but it does lock your makeup in place really nice. All right, I'm just gonna curl my eyelashes really quick. And put on some mascara. Alright, and I'm going to take my Clinique Chubby Lash. Put on a little mascara. Do the other eye. Ooh, almost stabbed myself in the eye. All right, I'm gonna go back and do a second layer. Add a little bit more length and volume. Okay, and then let's take the little bit of BB cream I got on my lips off. Alright, and this is my completed look for the day. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in next week's video.